Hey everybody, Motorpoet59 here. Well, it seems that the surging crime rates in some of these cities that went about defunding their police last year have caused the residents and some of the city leaders in some of these cities to have a change of heart where that is concerned. Minneapolis, in particular, just passed their budget for 2022, and it includes $191 million to refund the police. And no, they're not going to give the police that money for them to take home and spend. You know what I mean? All right, I'm being goofy, sorry. But they're going to pour that money back into the police department. And rightly so, exactly what should be done. And that will restore the funding of their police department to pre-George Floyd, BLM, Antifa, peaceful protests, that era that destroyed large parts of the city of Minneapolis. I haven't heard much from Portland yet, or Atlanta, or Chicago, but if Minneapolis is going to do it, and that's where this all really started, if they're going to do it, I would imagine these other places are going to fall in line too. We can't keep up. San Francisco, look at what's going on right now with the smash and grabs, and the police they're not doing anything because arresting people is pointless. The courts are just going to turn them loose. These cities seem to be finding out that the anarchy created by them jumping on the anti-law enforcement bandwagon last year isn't working. And anarchy never works. It never works anywhere. It never has. Mob rule, which democracy, a true total democracy, is just below anarchy. It's mob rule too. It's just a little more peaceful. But anarchy, it can't work because it's always going to be the strong against the weak, and then pretty soon the weak are gone, and the strong start fighting each other, and then pretty soon it's just down to a couple of guys, and then everybody's dead. Nothing works. It just doesn't work. It never has. It never will. And I think that the city of Minneapolis has found out that they're just gonna have to take these chances. In San Francisco right now, as I said, they're afraid to arrest people. And I watched a piece on the news where they talked to a black civil rights attorney about what's going on in San Francisco right now. And he said he believes that the police are just being set up and for one wrong move by them. Everybody's got their cell phones out and their cameras going. Everybody's a journalist now, and they're waiting for a questionable shooting or a questionable takedown or questionable glare. Anything they can do to keep the police toothless is what they're going to try to do. They'll use any means to do it because, believe me, these people have absolutely no moral values. They don't care about any of that. They have no legal values. They certainly don't care about that. This is about fear. This is about instilling fear into the public who might try to stop them and into the police who are afraid to stop them because these cities don't want to get sued. And I hope that whatever they're going to end up doing in Minneapolis becomes a model for the rest of these cities, and because we have to start getting these people under control. It's not going to involve the police at some point because they're going to go to the wrong place and do this, and it's going to involve the public. It's going to involve business owners who are going to protect their property at all costs, like the Koreans did in Los Angeles in 1992. Nobody messed with them because they sat on top of their buildings with rifles, and the cops didn't bother them either. And I don't think the cops will bother people who are willing to protect themselves either. We'll see how this works out. But things have become very, very, very dangerous because the liberals are in charge. It is the inmates running the asylum. It really is. These people are crazy. Democrat politicians are crazy. They're insane. And it's terrible that it has to be that way, because it would be really nice to be able for everybody to work together for the greater good. But that won't be allowed to happen. With social media the way it is, that is a thing of the past. Working together isn't going to happen again. The politicians on both sides are going to be seen as being too weak or too this or too that, and they're so afraid of labels, they just don't get anything done. They're so afraid of getting called out on 60 Minutes or something. They're more afraid of that than they are of anything else. I saw a quote today, I can't remember who it was by, but they said, it was a long time ago, and this was, I said in my video the other day about how a lot of things I'm learning watching news that is associated with the stock market, and this was associated with that. And this economist said, when people begin believing in the cause more than they believe in the system is in danger. And that is what's going on in the United States of America everywhere right now. And it involves the economy, it involves public safety, it involves politics, it involves everything, because everything's about a cause now rather than being about an issue or a problem that needs to be solved. It's all about a cause. What do you think about all this? Let me know in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content, and we'll see you all later.